everyone, welcome to this video. When I got my Strandberg, I wasn't particularly happy with the way the bridge humbucker sounded, and therefore I was thinking about replacing it with a different pickup, but then I adjusted the pickup height. And in this video we want to talk about adjusting the pickup height on your guitar and the impact it has on your sound.
So Lukas and I were talking about changing the pickup height on Skype, and he also noticed how much of a struggle he had adjusting the pickup height because it made such a huge difference, right?
Yeah, exactly. And for a bridge humbucker the sound was too muddy for my taste. I wanted to have to cut through and to have a really nice tone with distortion pedals, and therefore I was rising the pickups to be closer to the strings, but then it was some definition was lost. Then I put them back again or closer to the body, and I was really adjusting in small increments just to find the right spot. Then I had the idea to demonstrate this in a video and talked about it with Martin, and we really want to show how it sounds when the pickup is too far in, too far away from the strings, and too close to the strings, because it really has a severe impact. And in essence, it's subjective overall, and you really have to find the sweet spot, what sounds good to your ear. Even if you find some references, big companies like Fender, they publish references on their website, like for this vintage single coil you need to, on the treble side, 1 point something millimeters, and on the bass side, 1.5 or whatever. And in the end, it's up to taste.
Yeah. And also Sweetwater has a quite good guide on their page, going into detail about it. And we just measured it, for example, on my 335, and I'm just on the extremes of what they're suggesting, interestingly enough.
Yeah. In general, humbuckers can be closer, especially I think Gibson recommends the strings, the bridge pickup quite close to the strings. But it depends on the pickups. It depends on your taste. We will demonstrate this with the PRS SE Custom 24 here. To adjust the pickup height you need a screwdriver, and I have this Music Nomad string action gauge where you can also measure the pickup height here. It's in millimeters and in inch. And I've set this guitar up to be, the humbuckers are, if I press down on the last fret, are 4 millimeters away from the strings. So they would be too far in. And let's just hear how it sounds like this, and afterwards we will show how it is when they are too close to the strings and then somewhere in between. Alright, on the neck pickup it sounds like this. And on the bridge. And now let's adjust the pickups. Alright, I've adjusted the pickup height now. It's close to 0.5 millimeter. It's a bit hard to measure, but let's hear how it sounds now. And on the bridge. To my ears, that's also not a pleasant sound. It's just
it's also muddy and
it's just too close. Let's now try to hit the sweet spot that Sweetwater recommended. It's around 2 to 2.5.
Between 2 and 2.4 millimeters, something like this.
Be right back. And now it's around 2.4 millimeters. It sounds like this. Much nicer. bridge. Yeah, that's the best, I would say.
Yeah, I think the bridge is already quite good. The neck could use a little more height. And the tone.
Which means closer to the strings.
A little closer.
A little closer. Yeah, let's try it. But now we just go by feel, not measuring again. Clarity. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's the bridge now.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice spot to end. That's
Yeah.
a great sound. So if you want to increase output and clarity in treble, you need to raise the pickups, but if it's too close, then
You lose it again.
you lose it again, it gets muddy again, and the string is not able to vibrate the way it should.
Yeah.
Therefore, then you need to back down. If it's too far in, it's also muddy, and the output is too low.
The output is too low. You don't get enough signal into the pickup. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, now that sounds pretty cool. So yeah, the recommendation basically would be, before you yank out your pickups, try adjusting the pickup height. Maybe you like them better, and if not, you can always replace the pickups afterwards.
Yeah. Right. With that, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in another video. Bye.
Bye bye.